Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned. Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose. Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place. Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me. Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue. If you like. I'm afraid not. Although I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate. I hope it works out. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin? You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer. If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention. I wish I shared your faith. Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible. Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had... Thank you. And please, choose...
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire. I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted. The moment... Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible. I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And, yes, no more shall you walk on eggshells, yes. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because... Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me? I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today. I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny. By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule, it's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie? The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real? Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already. I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish. Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read, as if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down? What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer. True, but that is simply because you are mistaken. I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together for better. You mean the children's fable? you insane? You barge into my villa? Why would I withdraw from... Don't talk nonsense. There's no such thing as the golden rule. How could you possibly know that? Nonsense! This is nonsense! I don't know how you know about my plans. And now... Still here? Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate, yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored. And now... no more shall you walk on up. Walk on. Forbidden. Yes. My first act as magistrate. I hereby announce a day of Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted. Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony? That was... well... I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this... I'm glad you... These good... By wait... Nonsense. What? True, but that is... What? Don't talk... How? Nonsense! I don't know how... And now, get out of here! You outstayed your very limited welcome. Still here. Still here. Get out of my villa before I have Domitius.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkers? Fuck up in here from the
Citizen. We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I? We have? I must have Is that about right? Ah, I see. Look, it's now, I assume. Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians. It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform. As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you. My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for Now the port is usually They were trying to escape a terrible. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far. I went looking for my horse and discovered that I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner. Unfortunately, it just seems to have him. Very well. Of course. What is it? Yes? Why do you say that? What? I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it? Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You'd better not waste any time, and Meswada, goddess of persuasion, go with you. Good, thank you.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She needs the... It's too late. She just... No. Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad. Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying, but I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering, and then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead, but I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem. A real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant pain. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up... I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go. Feeling all right? Oh, I see. Well, what's the treatment? Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster. Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did. A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. But snakes like Decius will always find absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't... I wish. Just don't get... Sure. What do you... Do you really want to know? I mean... Hemlock, I believe. I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolus' villa, and they are quite secretive. Gladly. All right. Well, thanks again for helping remove the thorn from the lion's paw. The spirit of Androcles smiles upon you.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
What business is that of yours?
Willowbark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for.
Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of... It was too much. I owe you. Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp. Families from Solution on Tigris. Babylon province. Not sure. I was fighting with... It was the rheumatism. So I started thinking. Next battle came, and then nothing. I woke up by the river. Some strange man in the... That's all right. It just... feels good to finally tell someone about it. Thanks for listening. No, I don't. I did hear a rumor that Aurelia, the tavern keeper, has been... I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact... I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. While we're one bad... Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not... That... Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even put... No. Who do you want me to vote for? Fine. I'll vote for Sentius. But no more favors. We're square. See you around.
Sometimes I stare at the great temple on the blood. Ah, a new face. Salve. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death? Well, I'm an architect. Or help out with repairs and... But you probably... Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of... But there's one thing that... I'm not sure. Or it could... Who really be... If only... Gladly. They're an ingenious... It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas. And the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake. And allows us to fish. Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying... You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us. It's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most... Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its... You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name, and of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the... So we're all left wondering, unless somebody figures out a way inside. Of course. You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. There are much worse places to... But once you get used to the fear... Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Noviomagus. They weren't nearly... Some people say it's divine. The work of a god. I mean, which means... And I'm pretty... Fair enough. Oh, it means someone thinks I'm a sinner. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company. Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, I saw enough friends, so I hit her, but that kind of needless to say, my openness... In any case, the Romans are far more accepting and, or at least I thought that... It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure if I had to guess... Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god. And if there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last... All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer... Really? Who is it? You went snooping in his place? That was risky. Have you... I would talk to him myself, but I think... Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking. Nice to talk to you. Any news about my secret admirer? Have you spoken to him about it? I would talk to him myself. Nice to talk to you.
Ah, you again. No idea what you're talking about? No idea what you're talking about? Ah, look, I haven't been at my best lately. I know that. It's the rheumatism. It starts with... I know that's not an excuse for how I acted. I'll leave him alone from now on. It's not as if I was... I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral. What now? When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
What is it, citizen? I'm a legionary of the First Italica, but there's not a... I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. I also keep... I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service, not anymore. She's probably fit. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. That's when the crowd started flooding. Then some blacked out. Ah, don't be. A Seneca the... That said, he's one of the better commanders I've ever had. Let's treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that. I went around asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. To bear trials with... I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow. Not sure why you said it like that, but whatever. Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like 100-eyed Argus, wouldn't you? Because your only chance of saving yourself is to... It's brutal. A war crime? Isn't that a contradiction in terms? Seems that way. What? What's done is done. As with the Golden Rule. As Seneca... But to... If you like. Not that it's any of your business. Unfortunately, see Domitius, the man's a Sentius, no, this place... I appreciate the thought, but you're new here, and I just... In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia. All right?
Oh, the murder.